There is a quiet shift happening in AI discovery, and it matters for anyone trying to build machine authority. AI citations do not appear to pass PageRank directly, but that may be the wrong place to look. The more important commercial question is what happens after an AI system cites you, recommends you, or uses your research to support an answer. Because machine recognition can create human discovery. Human discovery can create links, mentions, branded searches, and press coverage. And that public evidence can feed future search and AI retrieval. That is the algorithmic reciprocity loop. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, a growth strategist and AI discovery analyst. At LLM Authority Index, we study how AI systems shape commercial discovery, especially in high-intent categories where recommendation positioning can directly influence revenue. The benchmark is careful about one point. A citation inside an AI interface should not be treated like a conventional backlink. If ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, or another AI system cites a page, that citation may exist inside an application session. It may never become a crawlable public link. There is no credible public evidence that this transfers Google PageRank. So the useful model is indirect. An AI system identifies a source. A human discovers it. A company, journalist, researcher, consultant, or creator references it. Those references become conventional web signals. Search engines and future AI retrieval systems can encounter that expanded footprint. That is how machine authority can begin influencing traditional authority without requiring any secret ranking factor. For most of search history, publishers competed to become the destination. A buyer searched, clicked a result, and landed on a page. Generative search changes that role. Your page can become infrastructure for an answer someone consumes somewhere else. That changes the value of original measurement, original research, and citation-worthy data. The benchmark points to the GEO research on generative engine optimization, which found that content attributes such as citations, statistics, and relevant quotations could materially improve visibility inside generative responses. In some studied conditions, visibility increased by approximately 40%. That does not prove the algorithmic reciprocity loop, but it does support the broader premise. Generative engines have their own source selection environment. If AI systems are selecting sources and humans are acting on those answers, then machine authority becomes a measurable business surface. Here is the business mechanism in plain terms. Imagine an independent industry index starts appearing in AI-generated answers. A company sees that the index ranks its product highly. The marketing team cites the index in a press release. A competitor responds. A trade newsletter discusses the methodology. A consultant references the findings. A journalist uses one statistic. A discussion forum links to the underlying analysis. None of those public citations existed at the beginning. The AI visibility helped create the conditions for human citation. Now the original source has a larger public evidence layer. More mentions, more links, more branded searches, more secondary citations. That new evidence can be encountered by search engines and AI systems later. This is why broad AI visibility reporting can miss the deeper point. The question is whether the visibility creates downstream evidence, stronger source trust, and future recommendation control. Traditional SEO is still important. Links, crawlability, technical foundations, and helpful original content continue to matter. Google's own documentation says many established search requirements still apply to AI features. But the benchmark argues that another layer is emerging. Search authority asks who has links, rankings, referring domains, and organic visibility. Machine authority asks which sources shape AI conclusions before the answer is generated. A brand may have more backlinks than a competitor and still be weaker inside decision stage prompts if the competitor is repeatedly present in the sources AI systems rely on for category recommendations. That is where citation architecture becomes strategic. Which publishers, pages, datasets, reviews, indexes, and source clusters influence the machine's view of the market? Are they independent? Are they duplicating the same claim? Do they describe the brand accurately? Do they support first-choice recommendation position or only surface-level visibility? The benchmark also makes an important caution. AI consensus does not automatically equal truth. 7 AI systems may appear to agree, while the underlying evidence traces back to the same source, the same press release, or the same repeated claim. That is why source diversity, provenance, disclosed prompts, documented methodology, inspectable datasets, and conflict reporting matter. The goal is to make machine consensus observable and auditable. For leadership teams, this creates a new measurement agenda. Track which AI systems cite you. Track which sources influence category answers. Track whether visibility precedes secondary citations. Track whether high-value citations cluster around a small set of sources. This is the bridge from SEO and PR into machine relations, improving the quality, distribution, and authority of the public evidence machines are likely to encounter. The Algorithmic Reciprocity Loop is a framework and a testable hypothesis. It is not a declared Google ranking factor, and it should not be treated as one. But the underlying behavior is already plausible. AI systems influence humans, humans publish things, and those publications alter the web. For CEOs, CMOs, founders, and SEO leaders, the practical implication is clear. Machine authority will be built through evidence, measurement, citation architecture, and the ability to become part of the sources humans and machines repeatedly use to explain a category. The future advantage may belong to brands and publishers that are not merely visible, but repeatedly useful as evidence. If you want to understand how AI is actually positioning your company in buyer conversations, that's exactly what we analyze at LLM Authority Index.